Let's get it back with some more Marvel rifles.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
They call me D-Tongue now, but Daredevil will do.
Let me see if I can bust out the BB. Oh, I gotta remember the combos and all, but I don't remember none of that shit. I need to get my ass toe up.
I've traveled to hell and back, and I'd gladly do it again if it helps.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Your ankhs are maddening.
Not my ankhs.
I know, bitch. Don't be going crazy.
Even so, maddening.
If I'm on your side, isn't that
What I
what
see,
you want?
nigga? Fool! Brink, do not come over here. I'm not playing.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
What are they like, these other worlds where I do not exist?
Fresh meat. Nice. I see you. That's much better. This is a team effort.
Mission area is yours. Capture now. Mission area is yours.
Gosh, you're on my radar. Double.
Fuck! This damn buddy, oh, whooping his ass. Fuck wrong with Papa? I'm finna get on his ass. I'm my nigga.
Knock me out.
I'm my nigga, I'm on his ass, bro.
Back up.
What's wrong with this nigga? Oh, God. He got me. He got me.
So cold.
You got a tail.
Maximum pulse!
Mission area. Keep going.
That's much better.
Hey, I'm whooping their ass up there, though. I'm getting shot by pun and all. I'm tearing their ass up there. I was frying that shit up there, boy. Oh, we just lost dope right here.
We can't win this. Retreat and regroup.
The area is almost yours.
Jury! Executioner!
Double. Let the double.
Whoop his ass! Whoop his ass, nigga! Whoop his ass! Yeah! Oh my God, these niggas keep going in the air. Fuck!
Control lost.
I think I could go a few more rounds.
Destroy the Punisher's turret!
I be trying to tell these niggas to get on. My God! Kill this nigga, huh?
You still have to deal with the devil.
Maximum pulse!
My God!
My radar sense locked into an enemy. Judge! Jury! I see. Double.
Fair this day.
Your ass here, boy! Bring your ass here, boy! I ain't motherfucking playing with these niggas on this motherfucker! Bring your ass here, Cap! Bring your ass here, Cap! Yeah! Oh shit! I ain't played this shit in a minute, fool. Niggas been grinding on that 2K and other shit, man.
Lurking within me. Don't make me let it out.
Let's take a step back. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You ready to go bust some skulls out there, Hornhead?
That depends. Do we know if our opponents are actually guilty of anything?
Annoying the hell out of me. That's more than enough.
I wouldn't stand up in court. But in this case, I'll allow
Motherfuckers
it.
just be on it. These niggas better not be bots, bro. We better win this shit, y'all. Y'all better get in this motherfucker with their ass.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture
No
the
bullshit.
mission area. Got it?
I better see ass whooping.
Reportedly, some government-funded programs based on New Age thinking to try to apply mind control, experimenting on goats. Here in 1962, it would be a bit earlier when we think that stuff happened, but who knows?
Get your ass up out of here.
When Halloran walks down the helicopter, you notice it gets thinner and more narrow, like a tunnel. And we see there's water on the floor, and then the sewer hatch closes behind him as Halloran mentally finds himself in the Dairy sewer chamber, where the climaxes of It and It Chapter 2 take place, where Pennywise piled up all the bodies he has collected over the years. We see a bowling pin and a baseball player figurine floating at his feet. Are these other artifacts or belongings of the people that Pennywise has claimed? You'll notice at the base of his body pile is Pennywise's clown trailer, the one that was part of the
I'm trying, man. My motherfucking team, Dookie Boom.
darkness within, and we hear Bill Skarsgård's voice asking, "Justice never rests." Ah, you. Yes, very much like Lewis Carroll's Caterpillar in Adventures in Wonderland. Cool. Ah, you. We see close-ups of circus imagery, and it looks like Mardi Gras masks. And then a Korean war soldier dropping with his face wounded. The fact that Dick Halloran knew what that specific type of saffron rice was from Low Country cuisine, maybe he did spend some time in New Orleans, but he also seems to be a Korean war veteran, as Leroy Hanlon was. We see various shots from trenches of dying.
God damn!
In the distant tree line, there's a woman with the yellow smoke in the background right as a mortar hits the trench. Back in a sewer, kids' toys plop in the water. We see an Easter Bunny toy plopping too, maybe debris from the Easter Sunday Kitchener Ironworks explosion. But then
My God!
bodies, one of them looks like that female figure that was standing in the tree line in its vision.
These niggas ain't gonna switch off, bruh. It's over!
Yes, his grandmother. We actually learned that the grandmother of Dick Halloran was the one who had the shine and passed it down to him. He tells Danny this in The Shining, how he would have whole conversations with his grandmother without moving their lips.
I can remember when I was a little boy. My grandmother and I could hold a conversation
Whoop their ass!
without ever opening our mouth. She called it shiny.
And Dick actually later confirms to Leroy that it was his grandmother.
Grandmama said it's like seeing things without seeing things.
Halloran's grandmother floats down to grab him here and to warn him. And in the panic, he opens the hatch door, not realizing he's actually opened the cargo bay door of the helicopter. General Shaw asks him afterward.
Sure. What I can tell you.
So here's Shaw connecting with a man with these telepathic insights that they both saw the true nature of evil in this entity, though Halloran did not see the full clown form yet, just its eyes. Halloran says,
It wasn't supposed to see us. It wasn't supposed to know.
I think the suggestion
How the fuck did he hit me?
looking back at Halloran for a spooky human in space. That was Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin. Technically the first human in space, but you know, this is America in 1962. The public school propaganda might just not acknowledge these Soviet accomplishments. As Rich dreams about the girls he has crushes on, his carousel show tune dream of Margie is interrupted by Lily and Ronnie banging on the window. You'll notice nearby more missing kid posters. They agree to help the girls develop photographs they take, and Rich reveals he wrote poems on the inside of his shoe. Frances reunites with Rose in her secondhand store, and they talk about their fading memories of Derry.
Derry's funny that way. No matter how long you spend here, the further away you get.
God damn it! What this motherfucker?
Some would say it's for the best.
This is another aspect of the evil in Derry in the novel. The trauma that the entity inflicts on the residents gets wiped from their memories when they move away from the town. It's part of why it can continue to live undisturbed in a small Maine town without people who escape and alerting outside authorities who would probably just evacuate and nuke the town. Rose agrees to work with Shaw when it comes to the dig sites, and we see the two kids.
Kill the fuck! Kill his ass! Go through!
Based on the fact that she still lives in Derry, kind of like Mike Hanlon. He's the one of them.
Oh my fuck, man. They gonna piss me off, man.
Derry's standpipe hangout, and Rich finds a Boxer model airplane. We're reminded of Bill and Georgie making the model boats that floated down the storm drain, and it seems like Richie's like, no.
Nobody. Nobody.
You gotta imagine the wind is floating it right down into one of those storm drains. As they speculate,
Nobody.
He is. Rich suggests an evil spirit.
Nobody. Don't run now. Don't run from me now. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Originated in West Africa and then through the African diaspora and the Atlantic slave trade made its way to the Caribbean cultures like Santeria of Cuba.
My God!
The teachings of these religions, the Orishas are spirits sent by the Supreme Creator, Olodumare, to assist humanity and guide humanity on Earth. Maybe this series will do that thing that horror and sci-fi fiction likes to do and suggest that all of these things are just alternate names for Maturin. Or, you know, even Maturin isn't alone in the pantheon of gods in Stephen King's lore, so maybe he kind of fits into that hierarchy. Halloran joins the Hanlons for dinner. Leroy notices a white couple eyeing him racistly across the street. I don't like where this is progressing. Halloran seems to be reading Charlotte, or maybe he can just tell that she doesn't like the town. And Leroy totally notices when Halloran asks about the son that Leroy and Charlotte have not yet even mentioned. This is similar to the moment in The Shining when Wendy wonders how Dick knew that Danny's nickname was Doc. Dick says that he must have heard her call him by that name. He's used to kind of covering stuff up like this by saying he must have just heard it somewhere. Leroy says that he felt Dick Halloran in his head on that night when Shaw tested his fear abilities on the base. Halloran promises that since Leroy doesn't feel fear, he's not gonna fuck with him. The kids do a shoddy seance in the cemetery since Rich doesn't really know what he's doing. Rich repeats the Spanish prayer for the dead, the Santa Maria, but nothing happens at first. I like how you'll notice Rich moved so that Will would have to sit next to Ronnie, and then later when they face outward, Will does touch her hand.
We have to target Iron Man if you want to win the fucking game. Ain't that right, fellas?
Setting in, and when a headstone statue of Jesus Christ turns to smile an evil grin, pulling his sacred heart open wider, you know a true evil who doesn't give a shit about being sacrilegious has arrived. The cemetery gate stretches further and further away, and the headstones crack, the ground opens up, and the kids are chased by ghosts of loved ones and friends. Rich's Tio, who we talked about before. It looks like Maddie chasing Lily, and then Susie Malkin chasing Ronnie. It's sometimes hard to know which kid is which, and I will admit in my video last week, I might have mixed up whether it was Teddy or Phil who got ripped in half in the air. But hey, I was just going by the actors in the behind-the-scenes featurette afterwards, and the kid who plays Phil was bragging about getting an epic death, and then the behind-the-scenes featurette cut to some kid smacking against a projector window. I was just going based on that. But yes, either way, there was some kind of weird error where there was definitely one extra kid in that final cut of that episode. But it does seem to be Teddy popping down here in front of Ronnie, who's trying to take a photo of Susie. The kids keep fumbling the camera and retrieving it to take a picture. Will falls down into a collapsed mausoleum, and Will is the last one with the camera who takes it into the mausoleum where we saw something move past the opening. All we see for now is the clown-gloved hand in a dark, frilled sleeve. The kids end up developing the photos at
His ass up out of here.
where all the photos they got of their friends' ghost forms developed.
Get his ass up out of here.
One final one that Will took.
Get his ass up out of here.
Form that they did not recognize.
Get his ass up out of here.
Clown. Pennywise finally revealed. I will not want to keep this.
Get your ass up out of here, boy.
Because you know Pennywise
You're
will
done.
jump out of that and start choking them. Comment down below with your thoughts, and special thanks to one of our YouTube
Countering that shit, love.
the executive producer level. Follow me at EAVOS and subscribe to all the channels in the New Rockstars Network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
We countering that shit, buddy. Get your ass up out of here. Get your ass up out of here. Get your ass up out of here, boy. Come here, bring your ass here. It's alright. Get your ass up out of here. I got something for you. Come here. Get your dumb ass up. Get your dumb ass up. Get your dumb ass up. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck up out of here. 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 Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, I'm hungry for that shit, boy. Give me that shit. Get your ass up out of here. Get your ass up out of here. Get your little ass up out of here, boy. Who else wants some? Yeah. Yeah. Get on their motherfucking names. That dog.
Now, occasionally they've made alliances with other species, but it's certainly not something that's widely accepted nor seen as honorable. Their social skills are all defined by their achievements rather than their contributions to society as a whole. They are naturally individualists and relying on others as a weakness, which makes Deck and his brother unique. Then we open on Yatua Prime, which is one of the few times we've actually seen the Predator's homeworld outside of a quick scene in Alien vs. Predator Requiem and at the ending of Killer.
Start tearing their ass up. Smack them. Smack them. Smack them. Smack them. Smack them. Smack them. Get your ass niggas. Get y'all motherfucking ass up out of here, boy. Let me fuck to the fuck. Pussy.
The same one that we saw featured in Killer of Killers. We see him pass by the skeleton of an enormous creature submerged in...
Every time they go, man, I be wanting my motherfucking name more, boy. I don't play that shit, boy.
Before arriving at the cave to spar with his brother. But he grapples to the cave using a shoulder-mounted device. Now, this is typically where the Yatuas
play that shit, boy.
But as we quickly learned,
don't play that shit around here.
Worthy enough to use the good tech. He scans the area where we see him using the Yatua's iconic helmet overlay and targeting system before discovering his brother close behind him and showing off his skills with the plasma swords. Now, these are a relatively new weapon.
Hey, say,
they can fold into a smaller, more compact mode, as we see later in the film. Trachtenberg stated the design actually came from the demon
the top-notch team.
from World of Warcraft. Now, the story has a very natural...
The top-notch team. Then I don't bullshit.
His father's legacy, but hasn't quite found the fighting style of his own. His brother encourages him to use his environment to take down stronger prey, which is something he eventually learns to embrace in his own way. Now, I want to take a second to tell you guys about something that's going on in my life. See, I realized that I was gaining a lot of weight because I was stress eating all day long. I was eating without thinking about it. I constantly needed some kind of organization to help me cope with all the anxiety. On top of this, I was face which I've struggled with for years. It turns out, instead of quitting cold turkey to get control of those bad habits, I just had to instead replace that habit, so I started using Fume. Now guys, I have been talking about Fume on this channel for years because it's one of my favorite products that we promote, and it's worked for me on so many levels. And I gotta be clear, this is not a vape or an e-cig or any kind of nicotine product. This is something totally different. A simple, satisfying way to replace bad habits without using anything harmful. Fume includes no smoke, no vapor, no nicotine, just natural flavored air that gives you something to reach for without all the chemicals. Instead, it uses plant-based cores that taste great. My favorite is orange vanilla, but there are tons to choose from. And I know, you guys probably have your own bad habits that you want to leave behind.
What up, Hawk? Yeah! Tell us that!
Something physical to reach for, and Fume is that alternative. And I also love this built-in fidget feature that makes an incredibly satisfying sound. This is an award-winning flavored air device that you can use anywhere, and it is 100% nicotine-free. No batteries, no charging, just grab and go. More than 700,000 people have already added Fume to their daily routine. I totally get why. It's simple, satisfying, and doesn't come with any of the downsides of smoking or vaping. Right now, if you order their Journey Pack using my code ScreenCrush, you'll get a free Fume topper. It's this little rubber piece on the end that's great for chewing. So, if you've ever been thinking about changing your habits, this is the perfect first step. Go to tryfume.com/ScreenCrush or scan the QR code on screen to grab yours today. Now, back to what I was saying. Deck never yields, and in doing so, his brother nearly kills him. He doesn't even bother to see if he makes it out alive, which is a dynamic way to show the Yatua's values. Yielding is dishonorable. They never show signs of weakness. Now, while it just seems like his brother is trying to kill him, he's actually honoring Deck and valuing him by trying to murder him. Deck also loses his mask as he falls, which holds a lot of symbolism on its own. Yatua always remain masked until they meet a truly worthy adversary, in which they reveal themselves. We've seen this in the final fight of nearly every Predator film, but here it's used differently. Typically, these moments are the big cinematic reveal, seeing the monster's true face, and validation towards the hero. But Deck's position as the protagonist flips the symbol.
God damn it!
When Deck loses his mask, imposes his own insecurity. It subtly shows how he sees everyone as a worthy adversary due to his own.
Hey, me and I was whooping their ass though, yo. Y'all gotta put that ass with this nigga. I don't really like that with this nigga.
He isn't even considered Yahshua until he's completed his first hunt. Now, when they make their way back to the ship, we get a shot of the trophy room featuring a ton of Easter eggs from classic aliens. There are the obvious ones, like the giant T-Rex skull on the right and the human skull and the spine on the left, but there's a few that are more ambiguous. Above the human spine, we see a large humanoid-like head with an elongated cranium. Now, the most obvious guess is the engineer skull from Prometheus, but some online have also speculated that it could belong to the aliens from Sign, or even a Colossian from Star Trek. On the right of the human spine, we see what looks like the skull of a predator hound from 2018's The Predator, especially since it seems to have a small dot on the side of its skull, just like the one Nebraska lobotomized in the movie. Now, many people online speculated that the skull to the right of the spine could be a young xenomorph queen, but that doesn't really line up. However, it could be the tripods from War of the Worlds, or even a very young Cloverfield model, since Dan Trachtenberg did work on 10 Cloverfield Lane. There's also a few teeth necklaces, one of which looks like it could belong to the Death Angels from Quiet Place, and this one could be Rancor teeth. In the center of the center panel, we see a harvester skull from Independence Day.
Bitch ass nigga!
That bears a striking resemblance to a fake Bigfoot skull that people have tried to pass off as real. Above the Bigfoot skull is a river ghost skull, a creature featured in Predators that were imported onto the game reserve planet to be hunted alongside the humans. Now, to the right of that, we see a large humanoid skull with massive lower fangs that seems to resemble the orcs from the war.
Show ass up,
Below that is a
what up, bitch? Oh shit! Oh shit!
Giant prehistoric shark, and finally a small rodent-like skull that many online thought was an Ewok. Now, there's also one small set of teeth in between them that no one has been able to identify yet, but after some deep lore research and matching dental records, we found out they actually belong to your mom. Speaking of teeth, we also get a backstory on Deck's chipped fang, which was the result of him protecting his brother as a child from the Yahshua toy, the same one he uses to trick Tessa later in the movie. Now, this is the foundation of their bond, and it eventually becomes the context in which Deck redefines himself as an alpha later in the movie. Now, as we see him cycle through his potential prey options,
oh, this bitch on to me again! What's up with these orcs? They ulting the shit out of me. Scary assholes.
You guys this Predator using his laser to play with cat shirts that we just designed for our merch store. Now, this is alongside tons of other great merch we're excited to show you guys, like celebrating the manliest handshake ever with this Dylan and Dutch shirt. Also celebrating iconic lines from the first movie, like "Get to the Java" and "I ain't got time to bleed." And we also have this Deck the Predator, exclusive Dora the Explorer, and on the other side of the franchise, we have this Tamagotchi Xenomorph and classics like Xeno's cereal and a Xenomorph bursting from your chest wearing a little hat and cane. Guys, shopping our merch store is the best way to directly support our channel. We love designing the shirts for you. I own like 3 already. The links for those are below, and if you become a member, you can earn rewards and get free stuff. Now, back to the movie.
My God! My God, Wolf!
The same Yahshua hoverbike that we saw before. Now, he draws heavily from Nordic mythology, which makes sense given that predators are essentially space Vikings. His name, Nor, comes from the Norse god Yor, who not only fathered many children, but it's also where the Irish word nert, meaning force or power, comes from, which is fitting for this fertile clan leader. Now, when his dad arrives, we see Dex slice open his hand to welcome his father with honor, yet another Yahshua tradition that we saw in the Colosseum scene from Killer Killer. They do this to show the strength of their bond, but as we see, their family is anything but bonded. Nor is pretty pissed that Quay has not taken out his brother to purify the bloodline, since the Yahshua selectively slaughter their weak to ensure that only the strongest pass on their genetics. It's a tradition based on many European cultures, such as the Spartans, Romans, and Greeks, who would exile deformed infants that they claimed would burn society. After seeing that Quay hasn't successfully killed his brother, Nor tosses out some new tech to restrain his prodigal son, which seems like a modified version of the Yahshua bear trap from Predator Hunting Ground. This device forces Deck into a kneeling position, which we see clipped in the film's final scene. Now, what's interesting here is that the father still orders Quay to execute him despite being restrained. Now, this goes against the Yahshua honor code, which requires a fair fight.
Wolf, I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
Close throughout the Bible Quay. Now, this is typically considered dishonorable, especially when fighting other Yahshua, which makes it that Nor could be a bad blood. They have fifties, he says? No, this has nothing to do with Taylor Swift. A bad blood is a Yahshua who breaks the code of honor. When this happens, they are considered no longer Yahshua and not accepted within society. But they're also hunted down by some of the most elite predators.
My God! My God! My God!
But more on that later. Quay sees this moment as a chance to protect Deck, just as Deck did for him. And while he loses the fight,
my God! Wolf, a bitch! Fuck Wolf. He on bullshit.
Can land those things safely.
Oh shit, yeah.
Blown away, yeah, I am. Yatua technology isn't really their own. They adopted it from another alien race called the Amengi, who used to use primitive Yatua as slaves. But after an uprising, the Yatua stole their technology. Their vehicles are intuitive enough that even humans can hijack them, as we saw in Predator Badlands. But some take to it quicker than others, like Death. Now, since the initial launch knocks him out, he only starts to realize what's happening as he's being ejected from the ship, much like Valdez in the opening of 2010's Predator. He's attacked by a vulture, the dragon-like creature we see later, and the escape pod deploys a safety device that looks heavily inspired from the...
My God! My God! My team! I'm whooping their ass right here!
Which is the Yatua's classic collapsible spear, some multi-purpose explosives, a wrist-mounted smart disc, and a field Metacomp kit from Predator 2. It also gives us a chance to enjoy the movie's incredible score composed by Sarah Schaffner, who worked with Trachtenberg on Prey, but is most famous for her work in video games like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The score even uses the Yatua chant, which she describes as almost a mantra for Dex as he embarks on his transformative journey. Now, Genna is just as transformative for the franchise as Dex is. The planet is filled with so much deadly flora and fauna that even natural predators like the Yatua immediately become prey, and we see this in his very first encounter. So we first see a glimpse of the living vines as they take out a small creature behind Dex, watching from over his shoulder like the Jungle Clan Predator in the 1987 classic. However, it seems like the vines aren't after organic life at all, but rather Dex's gear. The vines initially go for...
My God! My God!
Almost as if they feed on...
They're tormenting me!
Recently introduced in Alien Earth. Dex then runs up the trunk of the vines to escape to higher ground. The same move we see him pull off later during his fight with the Callus. Although he manages to make it out safely, he's lost most of his gear and clearly he's gonna need it. So we get a panning shot of Genna featuring a pterodactyl-like creature snagging a mid-air snack and a giant worm-like creature dangling off the cliff of the mountain, which looks like a massive deep plumicare, one of the newly introduced species in Alien, just before we're hit with the title card. As Dex tends to his wounds, we see him scan the environment for plant life that he can use to heal himself, just as Naru did in Prey. Now, in the for the film, Naru was actually meant to accompany Dex, teaching him how to hunt on his journey. But Trachtenberg changed his mind when he added YALL into the thought. However, some of her variety. And this is also when he first notices the explosive...
Look, don't you know I'm back?
Or heading over to the vulture's nest. Now, the nest is surrounded by...
My God! I'm sorry! Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, God! What the fuck?
Purple flower that bears a striking resemblance to the black goo-infested fungus from Alien Covenant. And this is where we're introduced to Thea, a Weyland-Yutani synthetic. Now, Weyland-Yutani and their army of artificial synths have always been a major part of the Alien franchise, but this is their first major appearance in a Predator film. They're known for exploring the galaxy for the universe's most dangerous creatures and treating them to a buffet of their most loyal employees as they ship them back to Earth. Now, that said, they clearly know a lot about...
My God!
Because they're the whole reason they started searching the stars in the first place. See, the post-credit scene in AVP Requiem shows Yutani getting her hands on a Yatua blaster, nearly a century before their iconic merger with Weyland Corps, who would eventually create the technology to figure out where the blaster came from. When she first tries to speak to him, he doesn't understand her, even though she's speaking Yatua, which could indicate that Dex's clan speaks an entirely different dialect. Luckily, she has a universal translator, which is a pretty convenient plot device that goes straight out of Doctor Who.
My God! Heal me, fuckers!
Showing how he isn't the only predator on this planet that uses tools to hunt their prey. So their first encounter really speaks to the movie's message on individualism. Dex initially denies Thea's help until she says that she is artificial, which is the first time we see Dex begin to question his traditions when he regards her as a tool. In this sense, Thea and Dex were designed to be opposites in terms of personality and to complement each other's capabilities. In promotional interviews for Badlands, Trachtenberg explains how their relationship was inspired by games like The Shadow of the Colossus and Legend of Zelda, where there is a sole protagonist paired with a something/someone who provides color and connection.
See how much damage I put up? Y'all see how much damage I put up on this nigga?
To guide him to the Callus. Now Dex starts off hesitant.
It's all right.
Like I said, he agrees to take her along when he discovers.
And nobody motherfucking healed me.
Not only something we eventually see him master in the
I better get my boat. The fuck? Why the hell y'all ain't healed, kid? Right in front of y'all.
Yatua aren't concerned with the well-being of others or the collective good, but rather with how the people around them can be used. Now, while this attitude may provide the Yacho with a temporary advantage in battle, it eventually leaves them
Chat, what the fuck?
than they were before, as we see play out later. Now, at first, Thea seems like your cliche, naive optimist, flowing through a list of Yacho questions like he's Vigilante's latest hyperfixation. Quiz me. What? About owls. Look up owl facts and then see if I know the answer. As they travel, we get our first shot of the spray snakes, the acid-spitting eels that feel like an ABZ crossover in and of themselves. Their bodies resemble the classic Yachua's shoulder cannon, as shown in the final fight, where they naturally weaponize acid as a defense mechanism, just like the xenomorphs. Throughout their initial travels, Thea shows Deck how to use nature to work with him rather than against him. And we see him start to embrace this idea as he creates a harness for Thea out of tree vines before finally offering his name.
I'm gonna get my boy Weston there. Lord, almost got this nigga Lord.
From Chewbacca and C-3PO in The Empire Strikes Back. Now that night, Dex sets up a portable campfire as we get some more backstory on Thea, who has apparently been committed.
You laughing at me, fool? Fuck you! I need help on this bitch. Getting my ass whooped.
Also, it's a very obvious parallel for Dex. Both Dex and Thea were saved by their siblings.
He played this shit in a month, nigga.
Which leads them both into the same seemingly impossible dilemma later in the movie. Thea
No bullshit. Get my ass whooped on this motherfucker.
They were programmed with more emotion. Now this is interesting, given that on the show Alien Earth, we saw Prodigy, a different company than Weyland-Yutani, spearheading the development of some more emotionally
Y'all from the bush.
We also saw how Prodigy was able to fully repair, restore, and even reprogram these synthetics as they see fit, which seems to be exactly what's happening when we find Tessa. She's taken to an airlock.
That motherfucker Chris Ball, hold up. Yeah, nigga, that motherfucker crispy.
Also operated by the same AI system, the NDTHUR 6000, aka Mother, but it's received.
That motherfucker sexy, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with that. I don't be on this bitch enough though. I eat the free shit.
In her final words before the cows cook her. Mother communicates with her via text, just like
Eat the free shit.
Nostromo, and establishes Tessa's mission as incomplete until she has acquired specimen XX0522, the same number as the Yacho code.
Oh hells no! Oh hells no! Oh!
And they are willing to risk their workforce to retrieve it. Mother even threatens to decommission Tessa if she doesn't complete the mission, just like
Really, brother? I'm gonna whoop your. These niggas be on my ass, boy.
The parody of the razor grass from Magic the Gathering.
Tell that stuff.
Draws from real-world defense mechanisms.
Kill a nigga. What the fuck?
In West India and Australia to deter predators from feeding on them. The creature design in Badlands.
Kill the fucker. God damn.
Best example. It uses the opening on its face to push the razor grass out.
My God.
On the roots below. And this shows a level of intent behind each.
These niggas get better or something? What the fuck?
But who's unaffected by the razor.
Kill these fucks. Get this bitch ass nigga too. He ain't no shit. He ain't no shit. Dang. Get your ass up out of here, fuck. My son.
He gives Dex some friendly competition as Gennett continues to challenge the techniques that he is familiar with. At first,
yo, niggas ass night. Fuck.
Parkour through the trees, but that immediately fails him, forcing him to get more and more creative with how he uses his environment.
Oh, yeah.
And as they fall from the tree, we see Thea make some uncomfortable eye contact with the grass.
Somebody get that big ass. That nigga right here, fool. I'm gone.
Takes down the bison, which wins over.
That's all.
Moments later. Now, as Tessa was
whoop his ass. This out of my. Where you go? That nigga dead dude. Damn.
They are quickly subdued by
damn.
blasters featuring flamethrower elements, which
he's bad as hell. That's you? Where you at? That's you? Oh, that's
We then move to the scene by the campfire.
Was that close?
Oh. Out the group's dynamic.
Ciao, bitch.
Thea has grown on deck enough that he
on my soul. On my soul. Get your ass up out of here.
From his Yachu'a heritage. But it's also the first time that he sees her as more than.
Oh hell no! Let me get.
After he rejects it,
get his ass up out of here.
He marks him with his spit.
Better heal me, bitch.
Human owners in order to mark them with their scent.
Kill that fuck. Kill that fuck. I'm missing like shit. Kill that fuck.
Thea points out how the toxic masculinity of
get your motherfucking ass. He got growth. Oh shit. Get that big bitch. Get his ass, Thor. Get his ass. Yeah, I got him.
throws it all away in the morning and leaves Bud behind. So this takes us to their conversation under the waterfall, which becomes a significant turning point.
Oh, hell no.
Thea reframes Dexter's
Oh, hell no.
by introducing the idea of the alpha wolf, explaining that their strength is not measured by kill count, but rather by their ability to protect.
Get your motherfucking ass out of here.
The local bar might say.
I'm tearing niggas the fuck up.
His ears perked up when they heard the term wolf, since that is the canonical name of the veteran Yatua in AVP. But the name is just a coincidence, especially since it exclusively works alone. It's also something that Dex can
hell yeah.
after the loss of their brother.
Oh, hell's to the yeah.
Then they seal their commitment with their own take on the classic Dylan and Dutch handshake. But of course, all of that growth is immediately.
Yeah, throw up there. Yeah. What is it? Oh, yeah. She's not too whipping yet. Look at me.
Now, the lab itself has been flipped upside down, which
never mind.
Shadows how Dex's world is about to be flipped upside
We ain't even gonna look at the fucking name. We ain't even gonna look at the fucking name. I just got mad.
His shame for being used. He then tries to draw out the cow.
What the fuck do you mean?
Which is a bit odd, given that he
that better be a motherfucking anime character, bitch.
The side of their mouth has specialized receptors that can taste the air, similar to the way that snakes use their tongues to track prey. We see even more of the Shadow Colossus.
I don't know what kind of name. Y'all see this shit? Am I seeing this correctly?
Colossi in the game. He creates a makeshift shield out of a car door.
Am I seeing that correctly? What the fuck? We better win this shit. Oh, hell's no. You playing with the devil.
Symbolic parallels between the callous regrown limb and Thea trying to get in touch with her other half.
Get his ass to party. I got you, nigga. I got you, gang. He be on bullshit. Show motherfucking ass over here, bitch.
He's already learning how to use his environment. Now, the name of the callus is a clear reference to the
what the fuck? Am I seeing over here? That bitch out of here. Get his ass up out of here.
Seems to be more inspired by another Greek monster, the Hydra, which could famously regrow its limbs after they were amputated, including its head. As he's pinned down,
I'm really that nigga, I know. What am I? Hell yeah, I'm that nigga. And I'm gonna drop a nuke on their forehead. Big whale. Oh! Don't come near me.
And this is huge for
Get that ass up.
The full power of the callus, and after starting to understand what true strength is,
dang,
he realizes just how much stronger he could be fighting with nature than against it, which completely reframes his idea of plan. And clearly, the regenerative callus are why it's such a high priority for Whale and Yutani. They have been.
Can I drop it on their forehead now?
Immortality, and it's one of the main
on their forehead,
dedicated to dissecting
bitch.
So it's no surprise they would want to capitalize on its unique killing factor. Deck and the callus then get put on ice by Tessa using the cryo bomb she stole from his ship, which is a strategic choice. Not only is it the perfect way to handle the callus.
Hawkeye, Hawkeye! Get his ass, get his ass! Get his ass, nigga! Get his bitch ass! Get his bitch ass up out of here! Bitch ass, nigga!
Corporate greed can be more brutal than even the Yatua. Now, while both the Yatua
bad, Joe. We on his ass.
Weak, Yatua at least gives him a chance to prove himself or die trying. The corporations are
tear his ass up. Tear their 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 ass up. That's a weak ass group, boy. Get your weak ass up out of here, group. Get weak ass out of here. This weak ass Loki, too. Am I playing against bots? What the fuck?
Tessa uses an X-ray machine to scan Deck's brain, which uses the graphical overlays that we see in Alien Covenant and Prometheus. To sense debate on Deck.
That ass up. That ass up. That ass up.
Others based on how useful they are. Tessa defines them as his property and tells him that he should be honored, which is a joke that he made earlier about Thea being honored with a trophy. Thea continues to be a thematic parallel to Way, but she's had a chance to reboot. It also gives her a chance to
oh, hell no. How the fuck I ain't getting MVP? Fuck out of here.
Escape after distracting the dog with Deck's child boy, which turns out to be less of a toy in the traditional sense.
No, that's wild. We put this damn dog in, man. We put this damn dog in. Hey! 31 on that fucking noggin.
As he fully embraces himself as a new kind of predator. As we said before, the Predator movies are all about the natural relationship relationship between predator and prey. But the problem is that it frames everything in nature as adversarial, as if everything is always working against each other in perpetual competition. The Yachiwa see nature as a tool for their own personal gain, and destroying nature is a sign of strength. But that's not how nature works. Symbiotic relationships are not only the foundation of all life, but even the very natural relationship between predator and prey is symbiotic in and of itself. Which means that the very core of the Yachiwa code works against them obtaining their true strength, not as an individual, but as a collective, as a clan. Eventually, Dex starts to understand that the true apex predators are the alphas, the ones who use their strength to protect others and work with the force of nature rather than against it.
We finna get it cracking.
Into this natural predator, recreating the Yachiwa.
We're going like 1 or 2 more, then we'll get on 2K.
Just like Dutch and Naru, he weaponizes his knowledge of the environment and utilizes guerrilla warfare to take out the more technologically advanced enemies. He mounts a spray snake to replace his shoulder cannon, replaces his blades with razor grass, fashions some new armor from the bow.
What I want for Chick-fil-A? No, no, give me my tenders.
His legs running back to her, kind of like pieces of the iron.
They got 6 piece? Give me a 6-piece tender.
Once again subverts the traditional expectations we have of this franchise.
See, they got 8.
Money always presents us with a battle between nature and technology. But in the Alien
no, it's not.
The Xenomorphs frame that conflict as an
no, it's not.
threat. But as we've said many times in our breakdowns, the Xenomorphs are not malicious. They're just doing what Xenomorphs do. Greed and hubris are the real reasons that so many employees lose their lives. Wayland Yutani is...
Ooh, that chick's made for the hit, boy.
But they take it one step further by intentionally using others for their own corporate gain. Badlands presents the same conflict, but here...
Hey, what the fuck am I watching?
Instead of nature...
This shit up! Alright. But what the fuck is you doing?
What is good, YouTube? Wish you here.
Get your ass out there!
Avengers Doomsday. So in today's video, there is so much to go over. There's information about the trailer.
Get your ass there! Get your ass up out of here! Get your ass, nigga. Get your ass up out of here! Break that motherfucker.
Still claiming we're getting a chair cast announcement part 2 later in December. Who knows? But there's so much to go over in this video. So yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Voice you here? If you are new around here, make sure to
God damn it! Oh! Banana dog's head. Bitch, I'm finna smack shit out you. What the fuck is our squirrel girl doing? Is she missing? Oh. Get your bitch ass back. Get your ass back, bitch. Get your ass back. Get your ass back, bitch. Get your ass back, bitch. Get your ass back, bitch. Get your ass. Get your ass. Get your ass back, bitch. Yeah. That shit hurt, don't it? Oh my nigga, that shit hurt. Oh. Yeah. Get your ass back, bitch. Get your ass back, bitch. On that ass, boy. We on that ass, boy. Yeah. Oh. Ah! Whole team right here. Oh. Right there, ass up. Oh. Right there. Oh. Weirdo. On his forehead! Y'all niggas ain't doing shit in this motherfucker. What the fuck? My team. Hey, poo poo. Whoa. Ain't getting me, bitch. Get that motherfucker. Get that nigga out there. Hey, bitch. You still targeting me, bitch? Get her ass. Jump that bitch. Where's she at? We ain't gonna talk about that. Y'all know the name, right? Look at my name. Tear their ass up. Tie their motherfucking ass up. Don't run up on me, bitch. Don't run up on me. Don't run up on me. On that forehead. On that forehead. On that motherfucking forehead, nigga. I'm really motherfucking him, nigga. I'm him. I'm him. I'm him, nigga. What's wrong with these niggas, bro? They really... What can you do when your team shitty? It's poop. It's just poop. Chat, what can I do? I don't know what to do. Oh! No! No! Oh, hell! Oh, shit! This thing came behind me like the fucking predator. My God, they're so poop.
Like the tide, more always rises again. Longest history spent. Attack them. Enemy ahead. Prepare to
Bro, these niggas not even hitting the motherfucker. What's the name, bro? They tear my motherfucking ass up, boy. It's over. Fuck, I look like fighting for this shit for. Fuck. That shit is over. Get me off this shit. Here we go with the Spanish time. Pacing. Damn. Get me off this shit. We're gonna get sold on 2K instead. Fuck that. On to the next game.